Welcome to Liverpool Centrel News. Bringing you the latest updates, breaking news from the heart of Liverpool. Saudi Arabia determined to strike huge FSG deal. Liverpool are still in the conversation within Saudi Arabia as the country looks to expand its football reach. Saudi Arabia have set out ambitious plans in the next decade as the country looks to continue its investment in football. With the World Cup being hosted in Saudi Arabia in 2034, the country has set ambitious plans to make the tournament a huge success. Meanwhile, the Saudi Pro League continues to grow year after year as it attracts stars like Neymar and Cristiano Ronaldo, as well as Liverpool heroes like Roberto Firmino, Fabinho and Sadio Mane. But it's not just on the domestic front where Saudi Arabia wants to expand. Richard Hughes' scouting mission. Liverpool face RB Leipzig on Wednesday evening in a UEFA Champions League encounter that, due to Jurgen Klopp, now has a real edge. Klopp's appointment as Red Bull's global head of soccer from January was seen by some fans as damaging to his Anfield legacy, but the positive spin is that Liverpool would now be in a favourable position in any negotiations with players on Red Bull's books. With that in mind, we have identified 4 players that Sporting Director Richard Hughes should be looking out for on his scouting trip in Eastern Germany. How momentous deal can help Liverpool's transfer market. A new interview with Liverpool's chief executive officer has fueled rumours that the club is closing in on a massive injection of cash to support Arne Slot's quest for Premier League and Champions League glory. Reds CEO Billy Hogan was the subject of a 4-page feature in Football Business magazine, in which he discussed the expansion of the Anfield Road end stand, which was finally completed this summer, a year later than initially expected. According to the report, Liverpool are on the verge of receiving another colossal boost to the club's commercial coffers from a new shirt sponsorship deal. German sportswear giants Adidas, whose previous kits for the club include the one worn by Kenny Dalglish's double-winning side of 1985-86, are being tipped to return to the tune of £90 million per season over 5 campaigns from 2025-26. Meanwhile, The Times has reported the deal is worth in excess of £60 million per season, which would add up to £300 million in 5 years. Liverpool I Pizzoli. Now TBR Football are reporting that Liverpool are keen on young Italian star Niccolò Pizzoli. The report claims the Reds are exploring a move for the midfielder and are going to be stepping up their efforts in the transfer market ahead of the January window. With Pizzoli, time is of the essence as he currently has less than 2 years left on his current deal at the club, which is why his potential suitors will be looking to wrap up a deal quickly for the exciting young midfielder before he extends his contract with Roma. Despite only having broken into the first team this season, playing 7 games for Roma in all competitions this season so far, Pizzoli has been brought into the international fold too. Italy manager Luciano Spalletti gave him his debut, playing out the last 10 minutes of Italy's 2-2 draw with Belgium earlier this month. Trent Alexander-Arnold likes Real Madrid offer. Core Offside claims Trent Alexander-Arnold is pleased with an offer from Real Madrid. Los Blancos are keen to sign the defender on a free transfer. That offer would see Alexander-Arnold earn roughly £17 million per year, making him one of Real's highest earners. Only Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., David Alaba and Jude Bellingham would earn more. It's also a lot more than anyone but Mo Salah earns at Liverpool, £18 million. Virgil van Dijk is the next highest on £11 million, with Alexander-Arnold's current contract trailing that with £9 million, but it's the length of the contract that the defender likes. Real are willing to tie him down until 2030, something he's very much in favour of, it seems. Liverpool defender suffers blow with serious, long-term injury. Liverpool's youth movement is a significant part of the club's strategy going forward, with head coach Arne Slot encouraging development. Slot chose to keep Tyler Morton and Trey Nyoni at the club as he integrates them further into first-team matchday squads. Multiple players were allowed loan moves to further their development, however, with Ben Doak, Owen Beck and Lewis Comas all grabbing headlines for their performances in the Championship. Left-back Luke Chambers had also been relishing his time on loan at League One side Wigan Athletic, but that spell has unfortunately been cut short. Wigan manager Sean Maloney has confirmed that Chambers has sustained a back injury and will return to Liverpool for treatment. It's a back injury and it's not positive, Maloney said to Latix TV following his side's loss to Mansfield Town. It's going to be a fair period of time that we won't have him. He'll go back to Liverpool and they'll take over his rehab and treatment. We got that news yesterday and it's a blow for him and a blow for us. Maloney continued, he goes back to Liverpool tomorrow and they will take over his rehab and see some specialists. It's a shame. He was flying for us and he has probably been one of our best players, so it is a bit of a blow. Is Chambers Liverpool's future left back? Chambers' spell in Lancashire has been fruitful. He is currently Wigan's 6th highest ranked player on FotMob this season, indicating the level he has been operating at. The 20-year-old particularly stood out in the Latics 4-0 win over Bristol Rovers last month, taking both corners that led to Wigan going 2-0 up before catching the Rovers keeper napping to whip a free kick inside the front post to make it 4. Returning to a parent club for treatment is standard practice so that the club can monitor his progress closely. Chambers is definitely in Liverpool's future plans. The future of the left-back position at the club is uncertain, with murmurs of stalwart Andy Robertson slowly being on his way out of the club, whilst backup Kostas Tsimikas isn't expected to take his place. Liverpool have been scouting left-backs, including Bournemouth's Milos Kerkez. Chambers certainly has caught the club's attention through his loan spell and will be one to watch for the future. Meanwhile, fellow Liverpool player Calvin Ramsey's time at Wigan has been up and down, being replaced at right-back by James Carragher, son of Liverpool legend Jamie Dunning-Comas goal. The Welsh teenager gave another impressive performance in Stoke's 2-2 draw with Bristol City, scoring a stunning overhead kick inside just 2 minutes before getting an assist for Andrew Moran's goal. Speaking before the game, Stoke's manager Narcis Palak spoke about how impressed he was of the youngster but said he still had plenty to learn. Very good. He's 18, Palak said per Stoke on Trent Live. He needs to improve his defensive game and we're trying to work on the details because he doesn't control his steps very well, so his defensive position is not great, but his energy and speed and the willpower is impressive. I wanted to change him, but he kept saying he was fine, and then I saw him cramping. Thanks for watching, like and comment. Subscribe.